Should cybersecurity be included with your IT support? Most IT support that we see being offered is still focused around break fix. And the question is, should cybersecurity be included? Well, the answer for us is an absolute yes. Cyber attacks, phishing attacks, ransomware, these are the biggest things that cause UK businesses to have downtime. So why would you separate them from your IT support? A really easy way to understand if you've got a break fix company or whether you've got a fully managed IT support provider that's going to include cybersecurity is what documentation and what knowledge are they giving you? For example, as part of our IT support package, you would have quarterly business reviews. You'd have full alignment with the technology to make sure that all of your technology, whether it's the users, whether it's actual hardware, network, all of the infrastructure, this all needs to stay in alignment. Because if you're not regularly checking its alignment, you might have devices that fall out of alignment. And what does that mean? The number one rule of cybersecurity is it's only as good as its weakest link. So if you've got devices that are falling out of that alignment, does your IT support manage and review all of these devices every month? Do you also have things like an up-to-date disaster recovery plan? Because one of the number one things that we see of companies that have had a cyber attack is the ones that planned the best for them were the ones that were least impacted. So when we're looking at a standard cybersecurity that IT support companies should be providing, we've broken it down into 3 areas to make it really easy for you to understand how good your overall cybersecurity is. So you've got devices, you've then got human risk, and then you've got company-wide. So devices, they need to be fully protected all the time. And that means that they need to be managed and have updates pushed to them on a weekly basis. Because if the device is out of date, then their hackers can go straight into it. So you need to make sure that the devices are really well protected. Then when we look at human risk, there's certain things you can do to help your teams. Hosted anti-spam, for example, is a really good way of making sure that they get less emails coming in that might not be as intended for the user. But you can also do things like cyber training and cyber testing that will really minimize the human risk of a cyber attack. And then finally, it's company-wide. This is the overarching, do you have the plans in place? Do you have a full disaster recovery? Have you got an AI policy in place so that it's not just the Wild West of your teams making up what they should and shouldn't do with all these AI tools? So you need to make sure that all 3 of those areas are always protected. If your current IT company is not asking for your latest version, or they're not helping you rewrite it every 6 to 12 months, then you need to ask the question, do they actually know what the answers are? Or if you were to have a cyber attack, would it just be, oh my God, let's just try and fix it, and then potentially you lose data, you'll be down for a lot longer than you could have been. And that's what the planning is all about. If you've got the planning in place, your teams really understand that if anything happens in terms of a cyber attack, they know exactly what to do and they know who to call. The thing is, you'll never be able to plan exactly for that cyber attack because cyber risks and threats are constantly evolving. But as long as your teams know the basics on what to do, then the chance of you having a cyber attack that's really going to affect the heart and the core of the business is massively reduced. Cybersecurity is not just an IT issue, it's a full business risk. And it ties in with things like GDPR and all of your compliance. So you need to make sure that cybersecurity is fully dealt with and at the top of the list, and it's not just underneath IT support if you've only got a break fix solution. Most IT support companies just offer break fix, and they may offer to add a few bits here and there for cybersecurity. That's not how Syn-Star do it. We offer a complete package. That includes everything in terms of your device security, whether it's antivirus, fully managed patches, all of that side of things. It then includes human risk. So things like your anti-spam, password management, full cyber training and testing every single month. And then it also protects everything around the business. So we're looking at full backups for whether it's servers, also included in your Microsoft 365 package, plus then learning your team, understanding how you can create AI policies, cyber usage policies, everything that your business needs to make sure that you stay safe and secure. The best way that I can liken this to is when you take your car for an MOT, they don't ask what you'd like tested. The MOT is set up to make sure that everything is tested, whether you realise you need it or not, to make sure that you and anyone in your vehicle is always safe and secure. And that's exactly how Syn-Star has built its package. So for more information, please click on the link below to visit our website.